Hey everyone, it's CurlyHairedHero, and welcome back to Pokemon Uranium. Last time, I think, we defeated Davrin and got the Bright Gem Badge, I think it is, which was a pretty cool episode. I really liked that one. I wanted to record some more after that, but I was sick and I kind of sounded like shit. But as you can see now, I sound a lot better. We also got the Brick Break TM, which we can't teach that one. Alright, well, that's fine. I don't exactly know where it is that I need to go now, entirely. The subway's still down. Let's, I guess, take a look at our map, which is in the Pokepad here. So we're here in Barul Town. I guess we can make our way into the Grassland, and then travel over to Almer Tree Town. They have berry traders, apparently. I doubt we're going to be able to go up into the Comet Cave and into Rochfell Town, where Professor Cypress's lab is. That's interesting. I haven't... okay, nobody's working their post here. That's fine, I guess. Let's see. Guess this guy can battle. Hey! Keep distance from Comet Cave. Pokemon there keep attacking in groups. It's really dangerous to go through it alone. Take this? No? Alright. Oh boy. Did not see that little girl there. Tisk, I love to hide in this tall grass. What? Anyways, that was a bit of an interesting battle there. Or at least an interesting... I don't know what the hell she was talking about tall grass. She wasn't even near the tall grass, but whatever. Did want to sort of talk about something today and kind of mulled it over. I don't remember exactly why, or rather how it came to mind, but it involves a sort of hot button issue within the sort of YouTube / Pokemon community, which is the issue with people... I can't really say jetting because I don't know if that's the appropriate term, but basically hacking the Pokemon to get, you know, well, in this sense, I'm not going to talk about hacking to get, like, you know, Wonder Guard on, like, all your Pokemon or something like that, or, like, to have max EVs on every single stat, something like that. Not in that regard, just in terms of hacking it so that you bypass all the breeding and acquiring Pokemon and all that kind of stuff. The more sort of accepted version of that, even though people still hate that version just because of what it does to hard work that people actually put into it. But it was just an interesting thought that I came up with. So for this scenario, let's pretend that I have, I don't know, let's pretend magically I acquired a capture card, right? And with this capture card, I also have 10,000 subs, right? And then there's all these other two YouTubers who also have 10,000 subs, right? You just call them, you know, YouTuber B and YouTuber C, right? I'm YouTuber A. Let's say we all play Pokemon Sun or Moon, or I guess whatever, same game, just for the sake of argument. We all play the same game, and you know, we do our own playthroughs. You know, generally, the views and whatnot, given the fact that we have the same amount of subs, are going to be just about the same. Not necessarily any huge discrepancies, no matter like how different we record or how different of a content creator we are. That won't really make a difference. So in general, the sort of first playthrough or even the subsequent post-game stuff is going to be generally the same view-wise, right? So then after that, if you wanted to still milk the Pokemon Soon, wow, the Pokemon Sun and Moon sort of content, you would have to end up doing Wi-Fi battles, which is great because, you know, you can do that with, you know, your subscribers or other YouTubers or whatever. The only issue with that is that, unfortunately, in order to do that, you have to breed up and, you know, train up and EV train and, you know, all this stuff to get the right Pokemon to battle. Or at least a battle, you know, competitively really well. That definitely looks like a fire type, so we're gonna switch the hell out of there. Right. If YouTubers B and C both have access to sort of hacking their Pokemon, and once again by hacking I mean modifying certain Pokemon. How do I? There's an effective way for me to say it. I just can't think of it right now. But basically, just making it so that their Pokemon, they can get the Pokemon that they want, but they also are legal. So you can use these guys online, and there's nothing wrong with them. The only thing that's, you know, considered cheating is how you got them, because of the sort of work that you put into it is a lot less compared to, you know, doing it the normal way. So it's a shortcut, right? If B and C do that, they can do Wi-Fi battles like every single day. So A is completely screwed if A does not have access to that, because A would have to, you know, breed up Pokemon. I mean, I should just go heal up, quite honestly, while I finish up this rant. A has to go and breed up Pokemon and, you know, trade and breed them up, EV train them, get the moves, you know, crossbreed to get, you know, egg moves if needed, you know, all this stuff they would have to go through just to be able to do with like a team of 6. Maybe they can do it in, I don't know, they can get a team of 6, train them up from scratch, get an opponent, get a decent battle, edit that, and, you know, render it and upload that in, let's say, a day, right? Just takes most of this person's day, because that's unfortunately more or less how it may be. I mean, maybe a little bit less, maybe a day is, like, I'm not saying all 24 hours, I'm saying, you know, like, I don't know, 8 hours, but let's, you know, let's say this person's a little bit more skilled and they can do it a lot more quicker. Let's say 4 hours, that sounds reasonable, right? Unfortunately, the other guys, B and C, they can just do that, they can do the first part in, I don't know, 10 minutes, maybe even less. I mean, the only thing they really need to think about is sort of team composition and what Pokemon to use and whatnot. That's about it. But, you know, player A still has to do that anyways. But C and B, you know, that's all it. So that's where the 10 minutes are. So that's done. Everything else is relatively the same, you know, finding an opponent, etc., rendering everything. It's the same. However, that's for, like, let's say the first time. So that should lead up to maybe, I don't know, an hour, 2 hours tops. So that's automatically half the time that it takes person A to do anything. There's an item here. Wow, why is TM10 just randomly thrown on the ground? Can you okay, it's a perfect place to battle. Fucking, what is wrong with this bridge? Anyways, so yeah, to wrap up my point, afterwards, you know, if A wants to do that again, they would have to do another 4 hours. Wow, you know, B and C, it only takes them 2 hours. It'll actually take them less later on, just because A is not going to be able to produce as much content as quickly or as effectively as B and C, which means that the finding opponents is going to be way easier for B and C because of that, which means their time is going to get cut down to maybe an hour if, you know, they find a lot of easy good battles and they can record them easily and just edit them, and, you know, their whole thing takes maybe an hour, maybe a little bit more. While A is still stuck at, you know, 4 hours, maybe even longer, possibly. So it's just really interesting. Like, the whole point of it is that it's interesting how, like, putting aside the whole thing with that affecting VGC and people being, you know, having their hacked Pokemon, people just outright cheating in VGC and all these other things with their hacked Pokemon. That's, you know, two different arguments there. But then now there's also the fact that, you know, in the sort of YouTube sense of saying relative as a Poketuber, that also skews it in the, I guess, hackers side, which is interesting because it's not something that it's not sort of the point of view that I've seen it from before, because I hadn't really thought of it that way. Now keep in mind, I'm actually pro hacking, I guess, or pro-genning. I know they used to call it genning just because, you know, you would use PokeGen before, which was the program, which is what you would use to edit your save file and add these Pokemon. But they don't use PokeGen anymore, I'm sure. They call it something else. I do say, that was a jolly good show. Why, you must simply call me on the telephone so that we can battle once again. Sure, why not? Got Jellyspins, Sir Goldcorn in the Pokepad. Not bad. Sure, they're comfy. You should try and wear them someday. Like, aren't I wearing shorts? Let's see. He's gonna send out a Fenlong, which is fine. Yeah, I'm wearing shorts, man. Come on. I'm not wearing like shorts, but they're shorts. Anyways, it's just a thought that randomly occurred to me. Like, not even so much like it affects me in any way, obviously. But it just, you know, it just occurred to me. Like, that's a really interesting thing. Like, even me as someone that's pro genning and, you know, pro hacking, just because I feel like it takes way too much time to do things the legit way. And, like, I don't necessarily mind the legit way because I feel like every generation makes it a lot easier. Since, you know, Gen 6, it's been relatively easy. So it hasn't been, you know, that strenuous or that tedious as it was in, you know, like Generation 3 or, you know, 4 or like 5, you know, anything like that. Where, you know, shit was kind of actually pretty tough to get around with. So I don't really have a general sort of point on this. It's just I'm kind of confused, I guess, because I don't know which side of the argument I would go for now, because I'm still pro, but, you know, there doesn't seem to be any real way to balance out this issue, because no matter what, the people that have access to that, they have the advantage. Be it in views, be it wow. That's a 4-rod. That's, I guess, what 4-tog is going to evolve into next. Not bad. I thought it was just going to evolve into this, like, fat frog thing, but I guess that's maybe the next stage. Yeah, so they have the advantage in views, they have the advantage in battle, they have the advantage in that they can, even if they wanted to, they could just cheat, just outright cheat and win. Like, there's not much that they have going against them, just with, the only thing really is just people frowning upon it. That's really it, and that maybe, it's, I guess updates from Nintendo maybe give them a bit of a headache, but I don't think that's really an issue anymore at this point in the 3DS lifespan. I think they've gotta, got their thing settled out. So, yeah, I just wanted to bring that up, because I think I've usually get really annoyed when people talk about, people hacking Pokemon, or, you know, talking about it in just a big negative light, like it's the worst thing in the world. Like, it's really not that serious, and it doesn't, I would say, you know, it doesn't really affect them in any way. But, you know, in these contexts, sure, it does affect a lot of sort of different areas of people. I just don't know if they're necessarily hone claws. No, I remember I used to have hone claws on a that ant Pokemon, that steel ant. It would have hone claws, hustle, and then like Iron Head, maybe X Scissors, and then like another move. And it was really cool because like it would do a lot of damage because you just had a high attack, and then plus the hone claws plus attack, and then the accuracy would kind of cancel out the hustle. But sorry. Anyways, like I don't know what the fuck. Hello. Whoops. Sorry for bumping into you like that. I was in a hurry to the Pokemon Center because some Pokemon attacked me and my team in Comet Cave. If you want to pass through it, it's better you find someone to go with you, because Pokemon there attack in mobs. Well, good luck. Now, excuse me. I've actually heard of these mobs of Pokemon because I've seen it before, but the interesting thing about that is that he's running this way to the Pokemon Center. What the fuck? What? Well, whatever. He's running this way to the Pokemon Center, which is weird because I thought you could have gone to the right into that tree town to heal, or sorry, to the left technically, but I guess not, which is weird. I'm training to be a comedian. Here's a good bridge joke for you. What do you call a really short bridge? Abridged! Why are you psychic, first of all? Ew, that's disgusting. Second of all, and really abridged. Oh, that's so dumb. Ow, that kind of didn't hurt as much as I thought it would. Alright, that's not too bad. I got a critical hit. I, for whatever reason, thought poison moves would be super effective on this thing, even though it's obviously a fucking psychic type. Just from like the brain, the fact that it's a psychic trainer, and the fact that it used confusion on me. But there goes the dog barking. It's a very interesting day out here just because of the snow that's outside, because it snowed overnight. but for whatever weird reason, it snowed on a day where it's gonna rain 2 days in a row, and the weather is gonna be in the 60s-ish, when it's been freezing in the like below 20s. New York is weird, man. Like, I really want to get the hell out of here. I'm sick and tired of all this craziness with the weather. And then, you know, the fucking the sort of extremities on both sides, with it being extremely hot during the summer most of the times, and then extremely cold during the winter. Like, it was a while it was just kind of like in between. It was kind of warm in the winter and kind of hot in the summer. But then now it just kind of like shot up. Went full asshole, and it's just freezing now. And then this past summer was hot. This next summer coming up is probably gonna be hot as hell. Was the joke a bridge too far? That one was just dumb. I'm never gonna make it as a stand-up, am I? One of the other jokes aren't really good for stand-up. Hello, we got a Bahar. Interesting. I guess I'll throw an acid at this thing. Maybe I'll be able to catch it pretty easily. Seems like it's a fire flying type, which is cool. Because given by the way its feathers look, I'm guessing maybe it'll turn into like a sort of giant phoenix Pokemon, which is even cooler. So I might actually be interested in using this. We'll see how that works out. I don't know, since I do have birding, I don't see myself having 2 bird Pokemon. If it is a fire type, it would be useful because we could use that on our team. That's sort of a type that we don't really have access to, or sort of a type effectiveness that we don't have access to. It is fire flying. It's Bahar, the Cinder Bird Pokemon. Bahar are intelligent and commonly kept as pets. They can even be taught to talk, although not to the degree of Chatot. So they're like parrots, but not like Chatot, which can like talk. Bahara. Or actually, ooh, yeah, you're right. I'm gonna call you Farah. Yeah, there we go. That's perfect. Let's go take a look at her actually while we're at it. Yeah, that's, you know, good special attack, which is good, because we could use another special attacker. It has Incinerate, which is, oh, actually, that's a good move now. There's some move that does like 30 base, and it's kind of shitty that a lot of fire Pokemon used to learn it in Generation 5. Because, you know, special attacking, we kind of have Rotondo with Acid. He's kind of even on both fields. This is an attacker. Birdie's kind of a special attacker. Yeah, it's supposed to be a special attacker, minus the shitty AVs. And then Ocho Cinco is a physical attacker. I don't know if I was gonna say, I don't know if I want to run into the grass and run into some more Pokemon. I kind of wanted to, kind of wanted to just walk through this. I don't know why it is when people, or I should say when the opposing Pokemon uses a stat lowering move on me, the animation for the stat going down, that weird like blue thing that goes down in the Pokemon's, I don't know why that takes so long in this game. Like, it's just really weird. It takes a really long time for that to go down. I don't understand. I thought it was just how this game worked, but when I use a move that lowers my opponent's stats, it goes down at a normal rate. So I don't really understand what's going on there. But whatever, let's go ahead and finish up catching this dumbass Ekans. Go ahead and throw the Great Ball, just because I don't feel like dealing with this nonsense anymore. It's being all annoying, glaring at me. Sweet. Got an Ekans. I wonder if, similarly to Mankey, or I should say Primeape, this evolves. Or if it has its own Fakemon evolution. Ekans, the snake Pokemon. Ekans curls itself into a spiral while it rests. This position allows it to quickly respond to an enemy from any direction with a threat from its head. Interesting. I'm just gonna call you Solid. And also, I'm going to spray a Repel. Probably gonna, in between episodes, come back here and catch the Pokemon that are in this route. Just because, wow, there are so many planes flying above. I guess they were probably delayed last night. Alright, so we can't even go that way anyway. They were probably delayed last night because of the snow. So all the flights are probably getting out now, which is why I keep hearing a bunch of them overhead. Well, hopefully they don't come off too bad in the audio. I'm trying to make it to town just so that I can heal up and save. It's kind of difficult for me to know how long these episodes have been going just because I've been cutting out so much of it, which I hope is still fine. I just don't feel like, is that like Theo or something? Yep. I just don't feel like, ooh, I got a bike wheel. Wow, that's dope. And let's see what this is gonna be. Got Boko. That's not bad actually. But yeah, I just don't feel like I should. I don't know, like, feel like, oh shit, I don't want to see this cutscene. God damn it, I wanted to save it for next time. Ugh. Stay fresh.